Alright, today I'm going to show you how to make rip models of Nintendo 64. Now you're going to need a few stuff. You're going to need this plugin for an emulator. I'll put that in the description. You're going to need a Nintendo 64 ROM. And you're going to need Blender. Now, I really hate Blender. I reckon it's shit. And then I'm going to edit everything in Milkshape 3D. But anyway, first thing you want to do is go into your C drive. Now, make a new folder called VRML and put in capitals. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Now you get the plugin, which I'll put in the description, and put it into the plugin folder. Now, you're probably wondering what this is. This is a emulator you're going to need. Just search on Google 1964 download, or I can put in the description too. Yeah, and then you got to install that, and then put the plug. You open the folder where you installed it in. In the plugin folder, you put the file I also put in the description. In fact, what I should do is just put this whole folder in a zip or something and then upload it, so you don't have to do that. But yeah, anyway. Oh, I did. Alright, just making sure. I'm gonna put my ROM in emulator. Now I've already played it on this emulator. I use the Project 64, but yeah, I've already made a save. Just got up to the main part where you see the moon, because that's what I'm going to try and be doing. Now the moon is going to be really difficult, and this isn't going to be actually look like the moon from the game, but unlike the one on my desktop. Now, just to let you know, before I start that, on this computer with a really horrible processor, okay, good. Gotta go to video settings, or not video settings, change plugins. You want to go to the one that says combine debug, which is the one you just put in. And yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to pause the video here when I open this ROM. So, hang on. Alright, I'm just going to pause it on this bit. Now, when you get to the part where the model is on the game where you can view it. Okay, I'm back. And I'm talking to my friend. So, everyone's kid. Anyway, you find the part what you want to get the model from. Now, I don't know the controls in this emulator properly, so the moon is actually up if you haven't played this game before. I can't look up unless I find out what the controls are, but yeah. So you go into plugins after you've made the folder in your C drive, and after you've put the plugin in and set those to your default. Now you gotta tick the box called export VRML. And it'll be good to, let's say, go in the VRML folder which we just created, and just to keep a lookup. So then you do play, pause really quickly. Alright. So then you just wait. So while this does all of this stuff, I'll pause the video again. Okay. So after that, go back to video settings and untick that. And you can quit the game, or you can keep playing if you really want to in this emulator. But so then you get a bunch of stuff. like mainly textures from it. Now there's this part here is the actual model itself, and by the way, that's part of the moon. So now we're gonna go into Blender. Now I'm a complete noob and actually searched up how the heck to select an object in Blender. So okay, just press the delete, and now we go to import X3D extendable thingy. Now go into the VRML folder and output. This could take a while if you have a crappy computer like mine, but yep. Alright, so there's the moon up there. Now this is the part I had a problem with. You press A, it deselects everything. Press B, and you can select the things you want. So press A and jeez, how the hell do I look up? No, don't steal his eyes. Okay. Alright, so I guess A, B, select that moon, and right click up, alright, and then left click, then A, and press B, and then delete everything you see. And I mean everything, and you gotta delete it in here, otherwise Milkshape says something about triangles or some shit. So now that we got that done, we can now export into Ray from OBJ. This is if you wanna, if you like Milkshape or don't know anything about modeling it, then do this, because Blender, ugh, I don't know how to use it, noob. So I guess just name it whatever, export. Now this is the hard part, having to export or import all of this stuff. Like when you get the model it's good and fine, but texturing it is a nightmare. So you just get this black thing. Edit, refresh textures, and there you go, and you'll notice sometimes it might be inside out like this. It'll be really weird to see. If it does that, just go to scale, minus, and just put minus on them all. Scale, and there you go. Now we fix the inside out thing. Now I can just move it downwards, flip it around, make it straightish. Doesn't have to be exact, but right. Now we got this really handsome moon. Now this is the part that's a little tricky. You'll find the textures here, but they're all different. Like for example, this one's up here, and then this one will be downwards and different colours and everything. So that gives this weird shading effect. So how many textures? There's 4 textures. You can name this one body, face, Yeah, and yeah, they're good. Split up to groups like this: the face, the top. Yeah. And here can be the eye. Oh. And then the mouth. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the eyes first because it's, or the mouth and eye first because it's the easiest to do. Now you can just hide the parts where you want. So yeah, you can just select the whole mouth, textures. Oh, don't forget we need to select it. Alright, that's part of the moon. We're gonna need that. Where was that mouth? I think I saw it before when I was refreshing. Found in, by the way, that's another part of the moon. Yeah. I'm going to pause the video until I find. Yeah, I found it. It's this. So we're going to assign the mouse to that and fix up the brightness and everything. Now we're going to go to, you have to have this part you want to texture selected. And I'm talking funny because I have a tic tac in my mouth. Alright. These are all glitched up, so just do remap. And yeah. 4, make it bigger. Do log X. And then remap. Move them down a little bit. I guess that'll do. Right. Now I'm gonna do the eye. The eyes. It's actually easier if you just do one eye at a time. Just do his face. Remap. Now his eyes are kind of funny, so we can scale it. Now you can get the eyes right, but then in Milkshape it actually does this sort of thing. Also we need to rotate it. Because that white dot is actually supposed to be the other way around. In fact, something that can be really useful is shit, now we have to find the eyes. Hang on. There. And just go to edit with paint. I installed the old paint. What? Yeah, let's do some basic editing. First, this needs to be flipped to the top. We could double it. Put that in the middle. Now I can just feel that. Save that as I. So that should fix up this bit. So we'll do one eye at a time. So yeah, that's pretty much done there. You center it. Scale a little bit upwards. Alright, now that eye's done, we can do the other eye. Yeah, if you're doing things like Toad, this can be pretty easy. If you like, texturing can be easy, like Mario 64. Or if you're doing something like the moon, it can be a bit difficult. Yeah, let's do a remap. Alright, that looks good. So now I've done the easy parts of the moon, just now we go do the hard ones. Because I can never get this as good as my wallpaper. Like, this is pretty much exactly like the one in the real game, except for the eye bit. I've already fixed that, but yeah, I ripped this off a garage one model, and it's pretty much perfect. On the other hand, I'm not very good at the face. I can do everything else fine, just the face is hard to do. Now let's explore and find these ones. I found the first bit on the bottom, yeah, and the other one was on the top somewhere. I think that was talking about the mouth and eyes. There it is. And then we get the face, which is on the bottom. So with that. Alright. So look how glitched up that is. Just do a remap. So yeah, as you can see, getting all the nose stuff right and everything is just really hard. So I guess region, I don't know, up here I guess. Oh gee, how do I do this? It's actually supposed to look something like that, but the hole's not that big. Unless do that. Okay, that just looks stupid. I don't know, that's the best I can do for that bit. But if you want to do things like just take ignore back services so it won't pick anything from behind. Let's hide the body. So we only got the... Yeah. Select the left part for... So that can be for the nostril because he has nostrils there. Right. I'm not doing so well here. Anyway, his face looks awful. Now let's just do everything except for the nostrils. Oh yeah, if you hold shift, it does this. If we go down here. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing this all day, so yeah, I'm just not good at making textures of the moon. Now, the thing that bugs me is these two things. They should be, I reckon they should just be the same thing. So, let's do regroup. So they're both the same. So, remap. Well, it doesn't look too bad, but the face does. Anyway, eye, mouth, yeah. Face I always have problems with, but this is basically a tutorial how to rip Nintendo 64 models. I reckon it would be better if I did Mario or something, or Toad, or I don't know, anybody from Mario 64 that's really simple would be in a better tutorial, but I like the moon, so yeah. Hope this helps slightly. whatever, and thank you for watching, I guess.